Hey guys, salut mes amis.
All right, we're back at it. Now, of course, the big plan for today, as I'm getting feedback. Sorry about that. Today, we have some big plans. Now, of course, you can probably see by the title and the thumbnail that we will be interviewing my good friend, Crypto Royalty, today. He is the #1 service medal holder on the planet, as well as one of, if not the biggest holder of Armory stars, right? The Armory credits. Very interesting stuff. So we're going to deep dive into his methods to get experience, as well as Armory stars and all that good stuff, right? We have some good questions planned. I'm sure you'll be able to get some great information, as he's one of the most knowledgeable people on the planet about Counter-Strike, the Armory Pass, service medals, and gaining experience. So stay tuned. He's at a doctor's appointment right now. He will be back later and we will deep dive into what he has to say. Now, in the meantime, as always, we're going to cover some news, right? What's going on in the Twitterverse, as well as we are going to play some games, as always. So, did a little bit of deathmatch, a little bit rusty, but we'll get it done. All right, first up, yesterday at the very end of stream, we saw that a pre-release beta update for Counter-Strike was dropped. Now, we did look at the patch notes, and it seemed very interesting. There's some crazy changes coming soon. So, while we were prepping for our interview here soon, I wanted to watch Maxim's little video on the update so that we can deep dive into it, because I'm not trying to download the beta update. Sorry, but that's a little bit too much for me. So we're going to watch a video on it and react to the most recent update. All right. Here is Maxim's video. And of course, as always, thank you for stopping by, Eddie. You fell asleep yesterday. Tune in today for tips and tricks. Hell yeah, bro. All right, let's deep dive into this video from Mr. Maxim and see what is going on with the update. All right, check it out.
Och hallå gubbar. Speaking of an update this week, it's here, but hold your horses.
So have
It's a
frozen
beta.
blueberries to
You can
eat.
Try it out right now by right-clicking the game, hitting Properties, Betas, and launching the Release Candidate 1 version. So to be clear, this is not live, it's in a beta, and let's talk about it right after Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is an automated service that beta is because it includes engine changes and some gameplay tweaks that could easily cause a few bugs, and trust me, there are bugs. But that's exactly why betas exist, so we can laugh without crying. Valve also made it clear this version isn't compatible with matchmaking. But anyway, under the engine section, the first note says the game now uses the newest version of Source 2. You'd think this means good news, like better performance or stability from new modules, but my guess is as good as yours. And perhaps we'll learn more in the future.
Sounds like
Next
fancy
note
wording.
basically says bullets now go through walls and use less CPU. I just talked about this. Walls are built like tanks, and sometimes bullets even freeze mid-air. This has actually been addressed, except it also completely broke it. I tested it on Nuke to see how many walls I could shoot through, and, well, I almost lost count.
Shout out to Jordan Nothing Gilbert back in his 1.6 days on Nuke specifically. He would spend the entire match basically just wall banging enemies through the entire wall. That's how he got started as a pro player.
As I was outside T-spawn killing someone outside CT spawn. Good thing this is in beta. Next patch is related to shooting, something Kitchen has talked about, and the update mentions a reduced overall CPU usage, which might help certain systems to get better performance. At least that's what I get from reading this. To test it, I joined my friend Fogel's server, so I wasn't hosting it myself. We used pre-positioned smoke throws, and I was shooting him in the end. You know, all in the name of science or whatever. We ran the test twice, measured everything with CapFrameX. I even enabled the milliseconds between display change metric, thanks to Kitchen. But looking at the results, nothing major stood out, and any difference was normal test variance.
Sad news. I was hoping that we could get a performance boost with this update.
But this was a simple test. Maybe the update doesn't have an effect on my system, but I wouldn't be shocked if someone like Kitchen is able to dig deeper and find something else, something juicy. Now onto the gameplay section, and this one's big. Diffusing now lowers your weapon view model. Even while switching, they still behave the same. You can even see it in third person, but on top of that, there's now a 150 millisecond delay to shoot after canceling a diffuse.
Now, thankfully, this update is a beta pre-release. Now, from what I've been seeing on everybody talking about this update, nobody likes this change. So it is an interesting change, but I don't think we will see it in the main game if Valve listens to the community. There's been a lot of crying about this.
Most people probably don't understand is why. The reason is because the delay lines up with the animation. So when the gun lifts back up, that's your visual cue that you can fire again. Now, if you're worried that this just reduces the skill in the game, I agree. This implementation is a little bit confusing, unless Valve's goal was to nerf CT side. Then it starts making sense. It makes even more sense to me when you also learn that you can no longer scope while diffusing. And if you're already scoped, it'll just unscope you when you diffuse. All this sounds to me like they're just doing this to nerf CT side. And of course, the unscope thing brought a fun little bug where you can speed up the ops fire rate by canceling the diffuse and basically spam no scopes. Classic Valve, but again,
I saw Kojomo replied to a tweet about this saying that now you have to learn recoil patterns for the op. Crazy. You can basically shoot the op like a DMR, right? Super fast.
and that's what betas are for. Moving on, Valve fixed an issue where one tick was incorrectly subtracted from this command. It refers to this Reddit post from 13 days ago by Seb CS416 about teleportation being reintroduced, and when I mean reintroduced, this was a problem from last year. John McDonald from Valve replied to that post, and now this patch note confirms it's been addressed. Then we get to some UI changes. Valve added a spectator loadout
W Valve
feature
for responding there.
I'm not going to show it. You get the point. But this next one is pretty nice though. It makes it a lot clearer which player you're selecting while spectating. These things are kind of nice. Another small but nice quality of life change is when you right click an item in your inventory, the menu pops up closer to your mouse. Huge time saver. And finally, the fire mode icon, the little symbol for your gun's firing mode, now looks different and sits under your ammo count, making it easier to notice at a glance. The rest of the patch notes are map scripting changes, and Chicago Ben is back, and the vibes are good. Outside of that, Gabe Follower spotted new strings mentioning Game Journal, plus updated UI styles for retakes. Both sound like teasers for a future update, and retakes was already in the pipeline, so it must be very close now. As for the Game Journal, it could mean anything, but knowing Valve, it's probably related.
Now, speaking of those tweets from Gaben, right? Gabe Follower. Apparently, there was some stuff found in the files about an update to Mirage. Okay? I have that bookmarked. Let me finish out the video while I'm pulling up the bookmark.
Money. That's what I got for you today. I'll see you soon, and go bananas.
This
Go
CS2 Pro might have
bananas.
just hit the nuttiest 4K
Oh, this was crazy too. We can watch this real quick.
clip of the year. Like Maka from 3D Max destroyed Navi during round 19 of their stage 2 match in the middle of ESL Pro League 22 with 3 one-taps. This was so clean.
Lovely double from Emma, but
All right, watch this, bro. It gets crazier, bro. It doesn't stop. Oh my. He's actually just locked in, bro.
That reaction out of a player. Here it is again. Swoops down. Correct.
One.
Tap.
Two.
No. This one took 2.
Tap.
Three, bro. That's crazy, especially if you know anything about weapon inaccuracy, right? So when you fire the AK, it's not always accurate at long distance, right? Even if you put the crosshair dead center on their head, you can miss. But this guy just happens to hit the nuttiest one taps of all time. Welcome back, Coffee Cup. Yes, I did see that retakes might be coming back. Now, here's a tweet that I was referring to. I think. No, there was another one, but apparently Mirage might return with an update. Here we are. Steam Inventory Helper. I think they're new on Twitter, so give them a follow. They've been posting some super dope stuff. Okay. New Mirage in the works. Gabe follower drops fresh CS2 rumors. Detamer, data miner, / insider Gabe follower hinted in a recent interview that Valve are indeed working on a new version of Mirage. One of the series' most iconic and stable maps. Definitely my favorite in the pool currently. There's a rumor that doing an updated Mirage, but unlike old leaks with big geometry changes, this time they want a Dust 2 style approach. Keep it as close to the original as possible, just to refresh the visuals. According to him, early remake drafts a couple of years ago used Half-Life Alyx assets, but never reached production. Now, it looks like Valve revisited the idea, going for a gentle visual rework without going overboard. Stats say Mirage remains CS2's most popular map, so removing it from the pool would be shooting themselves in the foot. Most likely, the remake would just drop suddenly, no rotation, right on top of the current version, just like Dust 2. Crazy. So, one of the gripes that I had when Counter-Strike 2 originally released, now this is not a popular opinion, okay? Just work with me here. I felt that Counter-Strike 2 dropping all of the maps that were in CSGO without a facelift left us in the dinosaur era, okay? I really feel like for people who don't play Counter-Strike to feel like Counter-Strike 2 was a new game and that they weren't just getting a reskinned scam game, try to get them to play the game, right? That you needed to have a facelift on all of the old maps. So Valve finally, after 2 years, giving these old maps that have not had a facelift in almost a decade is going to improve the player base. I think people will see this as finally Counter-Strike 2 being its own game. Now, of course, with previous iterations of maps and games, right, from like Source or whatever, they just took all the textures and ported it over to Go, right? If we remember, CSGO, when it originally released, was supposed to be a console port for Source, right? So they just ported over all the assets. Now, I feel like personally, when Counter-Strike 2 came out, that they should have not done that. They should have created all new assets for all of the maps. But here we are 2 years later, and we're finally getting Counter-Strike 2's most popular map to have a facelift. All right. Now, there is quite a bit more news. Of course, this update was pretty huge, but it is a beta update. Now, the game journal is pretty interesting. So, of course, most of the people in the comment section of Gabe Follower's tweet, right? New CS2 update mentions a new weird system called Game Journal. Now, most of the people in the comment section instantly run to the thought of Operation Journals. Now, does that mean Valve is cooking an operation? We have no clue. But is it what the community wants? Of course. That is what everybody is begging to see in Counter-Strike, is the return of operations. Now, I do think Valve was kind of trying to do a funny on us, right? Everybody was like, we want operations, we want missions. So they pulled a, you get weekly XP missions, haha. Ooh, you get the Armory pass. It's like the same thing. No, Valve, we want operations back. We need it in the game. I have a hair in my eye. All right. So crazy news coming out here with this update from yesterday in the beta pre-release. Now, let's see what else we have in the news. Of course, we covered Smiling Friends was featured in Counter-Strike 2. This was super cool. Now, Opper Ultimate or Team Liquid shows off an IRL op fade. Another very dope IRL skin. This was after he 2-0'd MIBR. He said, Opper was opping a little bit. Playoffs next. Sick. But I thought this was a really cool photo. W op fade IRL. I'm assuming it's 3D printed. That's what it looks like. You never know, though. All right. Now. Huge news. Okay, for anyone who was invested into Austin Major stickers or I heard an alert. Let's see. Hey, hello, evil minion. Thank you for the follow, bro. How you doing, bro? Trying to play some Nuke later, maybe? We're gonna get Cryp in here for an interview in a bit. Okay. I was just yapping. Okay. So, for anyone interested in the Steam market involving Austin Major stickers or interested in North American Counter-Strike, you may have seen that North America's strongest team right now, M80, has gone for a rebrand. Now, it's not just a new logo. They went back to their old logo. So, now that I mention it, if you go onto the Steam market, you will see that the Austin Major M80 stickers are skyrocketing in price. So, if you own them, now is the time to sell. If you hold on to them, you would know from previous stickers that have gone through a similar situation that they will probably dip in price. Now, they will still probably be higher than they were before, but now is the time to sell. Of course, the hype is here. So use that hype to your advantage. We're going to check the Steam market and see how those stickers are doing. These haven't jumped that much, of course. You can see it kind of jumped though. But of course, we want to look at the hollows. The hollows is where the jump is at. There's your graph, okay? So it was about $12 about a day ago. And here is what they're at after the rebrand. Almost a double in price. Of course, they're starting to drop off a little bit as the hype dies down. But if you have any M80 hollow stickers or any of the other M80 stickers, check the price. You probably want to sell immediately. So that was big news for North American Counter-Strike as well as for the Steam market. Evil Minion, Steam happy, I'm down. Hell yeah, bro. Cryp said that his doctor's appointment was about 45 minutes ago. So he should be back anytime now. We're just yapping, waiting for him. Maybe in another 10 minutes, if he isn't back, I might hop into a game. But there is more news to talk about. I have to scroll. Maybe that's all of my bookmarks, actually. What do we got here? Oh, we showed the Pro League clip, too. That was crazy, bro. I can't believe we hit 3 one-taps. All right. That is my list done. Red Eyes. I'm actually down to play with Red Eyes right now. Kind of waiting on Cryp. Let's see what he's up to. Yo, I'm going to interview Cryp when he gets on, but I'm down to play one. Mr. Eddie said, I hold 5 Lynn Hollows. Lucky me. Damn, bro. I don't know if those are getting pumped right now. But, of course, yesterday we did talk about the ongoing pump. This is for the interview later. So, let me pull this up on Steam. There is a ton of items getting pumped right now. So, Desert Eagle Night Heist. Okay, so I purchased this around $15. And over the past month, it has skyrocketed in price, okay? So it originally was about 22 and it popped up to 122. 50 hours, he's kind of a bot. All good, easy stars. All right, so many skins are getting pumped right now. Of course, if you own anything that's factory new or discontinued, check the price right now. So, also, I wanted to check the price of Safari meshes. Factory new. Okay, they must have been dumped already. No, there's... Oh, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it was a souvenir or something. I don't know how to spell souvenir, bro.
Sorry,
Hop on to...
Mikey has a bad computer.
No worries, bro. But there has been a ton of skins getting just randomly pumped. I did mention another 2 of my skins. I can use Steam Inventory Helper. Maybe, if it'll load correctly. Ah, it's not loading correctly. That's alright. Where was my skin at? It was a Tiger Strike. Yes. So, the Bengal Tiger Strike. Oh, come on. It should be like $15. Something like that. Yeah, it should be 15. It's sitting at 67 right now. So, if you have any discontinued operation items, check the price. They are getting way up there in price. I also have a Scout that's kind of going up. Not as much as those other 2 skins, but 57 is crazy. We've got the Scout SSGOA threat detected at 57.58. The graph, this is kind of a more normal graph, honestly. I think I purchased it probably about $20 or so. No, it was probably $30, but this is a more normal graph, except for you can see right here, it kind of jumps from 44 to 70 really quick. So a lot of skins are getting super pumped right now. All right. Yes, the Havoc collection. Yep. I think the Tiger Strike is a part of the Havoc collection. So that's getting super pumped right now. All right, let's see how this game goes. We got 2 globals in a silver lobby. He said, fact new Safari mesh already dumped to 30. Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
They're out. Yep.
Come meet. All right, gotta lock in. Uh-oh.
Ramp.
Got him. Those weren't great shots, but we got it done. Disable OBS preview. All right. Of course, Cryp will be joining us here any moment. So maybe after this game, we'll do the interview. We're just waiting on him to return home. But we have some dope questions planned. And of course, we'll probably queue up with him afterwards. Continue the grind to global elite. All on competitive map pool. Ah! I almost got him. He was flashed as hell. It's okay. Mr. Evil Minion. Can I call you Barrett? Do you know Red Eyes, bro? I think we've played together with him, maybe. We were grinding yesterday. I think we played like 5 games. Got hella Armory stars. Default. I could add him. Triple. Dead triple, I don't know. Aiming. Nice. We're balling out. Kind of crazy that we're in a silver lobby. I think that's why it's kind of going easy right now. Hello, how are you doing, bro? Mr. Is it Zoku TV? How are you, bro? We're just balling out, playing some competitive, waiting for the homie Crypto Royalty to join us. We're going to interview him about his service metal grind. Of course, we're yapping about CS news and fragging out. One time mid. Mid valley. One more time mid. Scout mid. Ooh. I don't know if I'm fully used to the new update yet. It still feels weird, but I did practice with it. Wondering if I need to change my line thickness, right? You can change the crosshair thickness. A notepad. Nice shot, guys. Let's see if I can do that. Change the sniper scope width. There. I like that a little better. You're good. How are you? I'm doing great, man. You can turn off the new op scope. I know you can. I don't know if I want to yet. I kind of want to try it out. If I don't like it, maybe I'll change it in like a week or two, right? Maybe I can force myself to be used to it. Oh, I'm so blind.
Okay.
Alice, or App, sorry.
One more cat.
All right.
In ladder.
Minion gonna lurk and reheat some jambalaya. W jambalaya. I'm eating some frozen blueberries that are starting to thaw. Trying to get my glucose up. Get that energy for stream. Gotta lock in. Grind out some Armory stars. I heard one underpass. I don't know though. Ah, just one on bench, one sandwich. They're like going towards A main, all three of them. Good move. Just front triple.
Front side, one's on front side.
Nice try. Hello, Delna. It's going well. We're waiting on my homie Crypto Royalty to pull up, so we're just playing a game, chilling out, grinding some competitive mode here. Of course, it throws us into Mirage, though, the one where we already have 2 global elites, so no rank up, just grinding stars. We're in a silver lobby.
Hey, flash, ramping.
2 middle. Ah, that was kind of bad. I didn't think they would push Valley that fast. Also probably should have saved. Kind of just yapping. Gotta get my hand warmers going. My hands are cold.
One's up in cat.
Shout out the electric hand warmers. My AC's blasting right now. It's crazy because it's kind of cold out. Oh my gosh. Number 1 chatter. What is up, Rebecca? How are you doing? Currently, we're playing a game while waiting for Cryp to return home. We will be interviewing him with some prepared questions. Holy shit. Nice shots, bro. We will be interviewing Crypto Royalty when he returns with some prepared questions. Rebecca says she's number 4. Get it right. My bad, my bad. Number 1 energy bringer to the stream. How about that? W, bring your own teeth. Of course, we are live on both YouTube and Twitch, so I do be pulling up both chats.
One more palace, well, they're on it.
Oh, yep. Should be all 4. Couldn't see him behind the molly. Tough. I think I gotta lock in a little bit more. Maybe I should go A. Yo, I'm gonna head towards A. I really want to smoke for connector. I probably shouldn't buy either, but that's okay. The globals are buying. Flash A. Oh, bad smoke, my bad. 3A, 3A. I'm so blind. Holy. One's default.
I'll blow up the smoke.
Default and sandwich. It's deep A main. A main last. Hello, Zoku. Thank you for the follow, bro. Bet, bro. Be back later. Good luck. Thank you, bro. We will be streaming quite a bit today. As long as I have energy. Good job, guys. Oh, Rebecca's trying. Oh, I didn't mean to say that in game chat. Rebecca's trying to refollow on mobile, huh? I don't know.
Two mid, two mid. We're top mid.
I'm flashing mid.
There's an op in the window.
Let's go. Team is balling out. Oh, I went back to cat. Whatever. Hopefully we don't get screwed on A. Clear under. Damn.
One's bench. One's close window.
You can stick if you want. Nice.
My bad,
Oh,
boys. I didn't know they
they're
played that.
dead.
That was just one.
It's all good. I kind of left you too early too, so it's my bad too. I thought they were going to hit A.
Smoke hawk.
I think he was mid. Wasn't he boxes? He's top mid, left side. Let's go. Nice half, guys.
Nice, good eye.
Nice half. Good. Half. Have fun. Oh, man. I need to turn on my AC. It's freezing. All right. Let's ball out here. Let's get a good pistol round. Holy, Red Eyes needs to chill out. 22-4 is crazy. Even for competitive.
Stairs.
Yep.
One's
Dead.
underpass and one's cat.
I didn't clear anything.
Two cut.
Cat.
Just let him come up.
One juggle.
Con.
Two con. Both.
I'll play my life here low.
Nice.
Let's go. Jackson! Hello, bro. How are you doing? Thank you for the follow, Jackson. That's the real homie right there. W. Jackson. Can we get a W chat? Hell yeah, Jackson. Ooh, that was a nice scout shot. Alright, I probably shouldn't be following him.
B is clear.
Is it now?
Now it's clear.
I believe you now. B is clear. 2 people sitting backside. Planet for cat. Nice job. I'm trying to frag, Jackson. I'm getting carried by red eyes here, though. 25 and 5. Crazy work. Yep, so we're playing some games here. Dell told Jackson to hop in the chat. Dunk! I don't know about that, bro. That little dude can frag. We're playing a game here, waiting for my boy Crypto Royalty to pull up, and we'll interview him about his service medal and Armory star grind. Of course, the #1 service medal holder in the world. Default. Yikes. Can Red Eyes get the ace clutch?
L movement.
L movement indeed. Bro is a 30k Premier player and can't hit the window jump. Is your ability to frag inversely proportional to height? I don't think so. Donk's like short and I'm 6'7". I don't know how that works. Of course I'm not a pro. I'm not a tier 1 pro, so maybe you're right. Yes, Minion. I'm gonna ignore the fact that you're trying to make the 6'7" joke. Indeed. I'm a big guy. I'm so blind. Got one. Cat. Maybe I heard you actually.
One triple or on site somewhere.
Top Gun. Jackson said, I'm waiting for you to clip, bro, so I can spam W's. Hell yeah. I've kind of been yapping too much to get a clip, so I should try to lock in. We can get a clip. I think my boy Red Eyes is getting all the clips right now. 30 and 6, bro. He's leaving nothing for me. This man is hungry. This man's crazy. Red Eyes is popping off. Looks like we're going A, I guess. Damn, I ran out of ammo.
Probably CT.
Jungle and CT.
You don't have to
Jungle
peek him.
CT.
Jackson said, I'm gonna mute the stream, but keep watching. Gotta listen to a lecture I skip. Look, bro. W viewbot. 07. Pick up a gun off of somebody's body. One cross con. Yikes. One stairs, one underbelk. I got outplayed there. Deuce Man is locked in on the stream right now. That's crazy. Deuce Man, my old dog roommate. Hell yeah. He's the homie. He's probably like, what's the big dude doing on the TV right now, bro? For real. Deuce Man locked in on the TV. Get smashed. After this game, remind me to pull up the Deuce Man clip. Got something to show of Deuce Man. One of my very first TikToks had Deuce Man in it.
Apartment's coming behind them.
Yeah.
Yikes. Where is the Deuce Man video? I have it. What happened to my teammates' rank? At halftime, did it stop showing them? Because in the first half, you could see the ranks of my teammates. And now I can only see Red Eyes, who's a friend. What? What the hell was that? I don't even have a reconnect button. Huh? Let me try restarting. What the hell was that? Huh? I've never seen that before. Match canceled. Bro, it would say match canceled. It goes to like the end screen. What the hell was that? I think I just got scammed. No reconnect button. I rejoin him. Might be cooked. Yeah. Rebecca says, I might be cooked, buddy. No match history also. Oh, huh? Huh? Did the game end and I wasn't paying attention? But why did it do that? Let me see. Yo, did your guys game glitch at the end?
Yeah, our
We
game
all
glitched.
lost. We all had no Steam login. Only Red Eyes didn't, and it gave us the win.
Yeah, bro. I like just went right back to the home screen. Nothing
Yeah,
popped
me
up.
too. Yeah, that's
What the
happened to me as
hell?
well.
That's crazy. Oh, Evil Minion wants to see the TikTok. Of course we can show Evil Minion. First though, Jackson commented, POV, I'm watching robbing the local library because Owen Miner CS told me to on my recent TikTok. Check that out. Here is the Deuce Man, my old dog roommate.
Last on side. You hit him. Nice. Dog.
Shout out the Deuce Man. That was one of my first TikToks. Back in 2023, I tried to make a TikTok every day for a month. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was my 9th TikTok. W Deuce Man. I used to be a roommate with that dog. Love that Deuce Man. His name is Deuce, by the way. W dog name. Are we queuing up? What is going on here? Are we popping another queue here?
We are, but what's his name? Red Eyes, he is on the toilet.
Oh, gotcha. Got to bring him over for a stream collab. I am down, although I might get thrown out of my apartment because they don't allow pets here. But I'm sure we can sneak him in. We can like dress him up as a human, bro. Put a hat on him, put some glasses on. They'll never know. He's just a homie. W trench coat on the Deuce Man. Eddie said, Dog 07. Got a Deuce Man. Oh. I think that was the bad PC guy. I don't know. We do have some Armory credits. Do we pop some charms? Maybe a sticker. Maybe one sticker. A blue, but that is my favorite blue. I did say that I would like to print this off and put it on the wall, which I might still do. I like that artwork. W. All right. Let's rip a charm. We love gambling. Purple. Not bad. I've been getting a lot of purples. Like the Instagram logo, right? Delna said, Deuce keeps looking at the stream when you say his name. Say his name. Hello, Deuce. How are you doing, Deuce man? What did Red Eye say? He said everybody crashed by him, of course. All right. Let's try a Dr. Boom. Rip gambling. Maybe another. Can we get a liquid charm? No. We got absolute dookie. Rebecca said, any good charms since I've been MIA. Fortunately, nothing above a purple. But here's the haul so far. So the two that are behind my camera, you can't see. There's the ones that we just unboxed. This one, really low pattern, almost gold, 2,172, but it is a blue. So interesting. We'll have to see what the prices are for very low pattern charms, right? Anything under 5,000 or above 95,000, super rare. So that one's very interesting. Otherwise, a lot of purples. We can check when we get in game here. Done like 3 stickers and a few charms, like 30 stars worth of charms. Oops, this is what I want. I liked this one a lot. I like the color on this one. The pinkish purple is super cool on this charm. This one, I feel like can go up in price because it matches the agent. The Daryl agent, right? Also like that says got him on the hairline. Otherwise, a bunch of blues. You got the PacSun t-shirt vibe one. You got the little dumpling. So, it's all right. A lot of purples, though. Literally a third of the unboxes have been purple.
No more talking. Now we fight.
A lot of good players have this profile picture, but he's only a purple charm, so I'm not worried yet.
We must work together.
Yep, no Power Ranger charm yet, Rebecca. Sadly. Con. Should go B. Graffiti. Backside, backside.
Heaven. No way. Heaven. I think pit.
I should stick it. I should have stuck it. Just scared about getting pushed. Like I said, L gambling. I agree. I should go back to getting cases. But I'm already stacked up on gallery cases, so I'm not too worried. I'll probably buy a bunch of the other cases on CS Float. Where's my containers? I don't think it's going to let me. Oh, yeah. Gallery. Hella fractures. Hella galleries. So I'm not feeling too bad. Nice job, bro. Yes, Rebecca, how did your league match go yesterday? I know you were caffeinating late at night for it. Delaney, by the way, Rebecca is who I met at the major. We sat together. Stream previews up. I gotta close that. Get my PS back. Alright. I really want to lurk through A, but I think they're all gonna die before I get there. Don't die. Big W, Teeth MVP for the second match. Hell yeah. What maps did you play? Said sleep deprivation and chaos paid off apparently. Did you play some good maps or was it cooked?
Hidden con.
Close short, close short. Mirage and Overpass. I like Mirage. Overpass, it's alright. I put it B tier on the tier list. Good map, not my favorite though. Ah, we lost bomb. Forgot to bev up before I started. All I got is water right now. I'll go grab some when I die here. Rebecca said she's an overpass enjoyer. Yeah, it is fun, but it depends on your team, really. Rebecca said Mirage stinky piss map. Well, lucky for you, data miner Gabe follower said that they are reworking Mirage right now. So you're gonna have to keep playing it. He said most likely they won't remove it from the map pool. They'll just drop a reskinned version. Me next. You just went long.
He's pushing longer now.
One more on me. You just went heaven. Yeah, he's coming up. A dumpster. Dumpster last. Yeah, I'm hyped. Mirage has always been a top 3 map for me. I know it gets boring for some people, but it's always been one of my favorites. So them reskinning it, bro, got me hyped. I was saying that's one of the things I wish that they did when CS2 came out is I wish they reskinned all the maps, right? I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I feel like for it to be a truly new game, separated from Counter-Strike Go, we need to move on from decade-old textures, right? Like, think Overpass. Overpass got a whole new work. But they said the Mirage rework will be done similar to when they redid Dust 2 in CSGO. Anyone want to try to boost?
Yeah, I got a nade for this fucker. There's 3. There's 3B. Go up A.
Divider. That's so bad. Rebecca said, I'm not locked in enough right now for Mirage. I need maps I can just hold W and click on people. I agree. Mirage is one of those overplayed maps like Dust 2 where everybody knows everything about it, right? They know all the util, they know all the timings, they know all the positions, all the callouts. So if you haven't grinded it into oblivion, hard. You gotta lock in on those maps. I'm surprised I have a positive KD. I've been yapping hella. I feel like this map is definitely CT-sided when you're in a 5-stack, but it can be T-sided if you're solo queue. Just depends on how you're playing. But I'm not too worried yet. Uh-oh.
One's in divider, bathrooms.
Really? He's camping. That's tough. I hope Cryp is doing okay. It's been a while. Just waiting for him to hop online. Alert, heaven. All right, I gotta lock in. Oh, we got a glue too. One's dinked fountain. Thick. Oh. Oh. That was bad timing. One is low. Ooh, heaven and graffiti, huh? That was the low guy. He's got a molly, but it is smoked. Tough. Nice try. Nice trade.
Nice.
Yo. What the hell? Jackson, bro. Oh, shot, bro. You shouldn't have, bro. I'm gonna have to pull up with treats for Deuce Man, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Crazy. Jackson with the 6.9 is crazy, bro.
Bro, I sold.
Jackson. Bro. I have to hit you up with some skee ball, bro. Hell yeah. Thank you, Jackson. Damn, bro. I'm gonna have to put you my Twitch panels when I'm done. I'll immortalize you forever, bro. Say first donator. Put you on the donator tier list, bro.
In con. You're gonna be in con. I'm holding door. 2, 3 con maybe. Or they're running.
They're going banana. Yeah. They're up towards A.
Tag barrels.
Oh shit.
Heaven and graffiti.
Graffiti left. Follow him, Garrett. He's gonna swing you. Nice.
Jackson got me locked in, bro. Big W. We're bowing out. Shout out to all the people on the Twitch today. YouTube's usually the one that's popping. I'm loving all you guys in chat and stuff. That's fire. It'd be so sick to get affiliate on Twitch. I have every requirement except for I need 3 concurrent viewers on multiple days. So that would be fire if we can get that here. And then I can set up channel points and y'all can start gambling in chat.
He's water.
That water and pushing. Nice.
Water.
One water still.
Jackson said, you streaming every day or what's the schedule? I am trying to stream every day. Last week I had a hella bad cold though, so I couldn't stream. Tomorrow I've got a haircut and some stuff, some errands to run, but I'll try to stream later in the day. Bald redeem win. I'll put that for 100 million points. Notifications on chat. Come on. What notifications you meaning, brother? One thing I do think would be sick to get working is an on-screen chat with both YouTube and Twitch. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I just keep dragging my Twitch chat onto screen. Damn it. I don't think you can even get silent down there. I don't know. I don't play a lot of Overpass, honestly. Truck. Two truck.
One of them.
Ah. I'm kind of struggling, but it's CT sided. Becca said 1 mil points is plenty for Bald. No. I would like to do the knife one, right? You know, like Arrow and Oni do. So basically for 1 million channel points, you can redeem it for a knife. Of course, it'll probably be something like Gut Knife Safari Mesh or something, because I'm not rich. But every time somebody redeems it, you double it in point value. But I think that one's really interesting. Evil Minion said, check out StreamerBot to combine chat. Okay, I will check that out. Thank you for the heads up on that. But yeah, if there's anything else...
No, party. Playground.
If there's anything else for stream points, let me know. I'd love to get that set up.
Nice.
Oh, they're both fountain.
The playground.
He's fountain right now.
Oh, both.
Two, both of them.
I'm waiting for sound. Going up in con. Ah! That was bad timing. I tried. Was hoping he wouldn't clear me, honestly. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. We can do 10 mil on the Bald. We'll do 10 mil. But I'll probably do like every game you can set if you're gonna win or lose, right? And you bet points on it. So I'll probably do that. Rebecca said, I'll hit you up for the battle scarred Crimson Web Bowie easy. Well, I think mods are exempt. Nah, I'm just kidding. I can keep you in the running. Oh, I didn't hear what he said. Did he say Rush Fountain? I'll keep you in the running, and I'll get you a battle scarred Crimson Web.
Round B.
Damn it. Rebecca said, I can run the Gambo for you because I'm a professional mod. W Rebecca. Alright, I really should lock in here though, because we're kind of losing. I'm letting the homies down. Need to quit yapping. Oh, I did think of another point shop thing. I'll write your name on my forehead for 100,000 points. I gotta figure out how to do that though. I don't know if I can write backwards in a mirror. Some B.
Monster and short.
Short. Brain just didn't click. He said short, but it didn't click that I would die. A personal favorite of mine is allowing us to choose your view model. Uh-oh, putting crosshair and view model in there. That's crazy.
Got to. You want sounds?
Thank you. No, that's okay. Sorry, I'll try to lock in your guys. I'm kind of throwing a little bit.
Yeah, he's throwing. Mikey's throwing.
Heard.
You're up long already.
They're all low.
Nice hold. Lots of damage there. Spooked him with the util too. Was a W round. Didn't get a frag, but still a W round. I'm with you. B, by the way, B. Hot.
One more. Nice.
Nice.
Out monster, out monster.
Monster.
Nice.
Let's go.
Nice.
Good
We're
one.
kind of semi-locked in. W. What is that emote, bro? Stinky glitch. What the? That looks like SpongeBob, bro. One more short B.
One con.
Couple B. Short. Bob. The bunch. That's some sort of brain rot, bro. I like the M4 fade a lot. I've been thinking about picking one up. I think it would be smart since they will probably be discontinued eventually. But the one thing that kind of scares me is I know, according to the numbers, it's the most unboxed Armory item.
They're gonna wait for that molly and then they're gonna swing.
Yep, we can push. It hasn't been intentional, but I've kind of been baiting blue a little bit, so need to get up. Oh, boosted. Okay. Jump spot. I'm gonna head up to A.
Smoking low.
Both con.
Two con bomb.
I'll stick A. It's A. It's A. It's A. It's A. They're both.
He jumped up already.
Sight, both. I didn't realize they would be so close already. I was just trying to dump a bunch of util. Evil Minion said, W update, or yo update, almost a gig. Already an update, bro? Damn, okay, I gotta get my tweet ready. For those that follow me on Twitter, we go for the grandma meme. Apparently an update, guys. I might need a timeout quick. Let me prepare my tweet. Evil Minions trolling that I'm gonna leak my next tweet. So, yesterday we started out with grandma's in the cage because we don't got cash. She's starting to feel sick. Today, if we get an update, the doctor said the stress of cash not being out is affecting grandma. So I gotta prep that tweet for strike tweets update. They want her stuck in there, I swear. No, grandma. All right, ready to tweet. Valve drops a tweet. Let's see. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Apparently, there's a gigabyte update. Evil Minion says so.
Oh. Operation.
Mm-hmm.
New case?
I don't know. Evil Minion says he doesn't cap. We'll see if he's capping after the game. I didn't see any.
I'm gonna go
Careful.
out. Just rotate down this way if you want to go through it.
Bathrooms up. Three.
One close to me. Close like flower pot. One more close.
Nice, guys. Hell yeah, I'm hyped. Patch notes released. W. No tweet from Valve yet. I have my Twitter up. I have Twitter notifications for Valve on. We will be checking it after the game. One's party.
One more party.
Still party area one. Cryp says he's home now too. No way. We got a lot of stuff to do.
They're coming in.
Coming in.
See if this lands. It won't. I know nade will. Oh, it did. Banana. Bathroom, I heard steps. Nice. Where'd that molly land?
I didn't even see.
Oh, okay. I know the HE pops right there, but I wanted to see if the incendiary would land too. I think too far though.
I'm feeling a monster push. I got a team molly for it.
All right.
You got them short, right?
Yep. Ah, he got the guy on me. Still no tweet from Valve.
Almost monster with bomb. I'm 1 HP.
Can pull up the patch notes though. I have that bookmarked. Long patch notes. We'll be covering them after this game.
He's back, monster.
Nice job, guys. Big round. Let's go. One more round, and then we can check the patch notes. Got hella cash money. I'm gonna try an op. I might be throwing. I'm gonna try to op monster here. We'll see if it works. It's okay. I'm blind. There you are, monster. Two monster.
Great.
Ah! Almost had him with the flick. Nice job, guys. Alright, I'm gonna go check the patch notes, and I can probably play later. GG, though.
Alright, bro. GG.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. Patch notes. Still no tweet from Valve. Interesting. Slacking. Alright. Of course, this is probably all the stuff that we already covered earlier today from the beta patch, which is crazy because Valve never does a beta patch. All right. Counter-Strike 2 update. Updated engine code to the latest version of Source 2. Of course, we don't actually know what that means. Could be good, could be bad. Just sounds like a bunch of jargon. Reworked bullet penetration simulation to reduce CPU usage. All right. We watched Mr. Maxim's video covering this earlier, and he said that it didn't actually have an effect on CPU usage in his test cases. So, who knows? Hopefully it did something good, but we don't actually know. Next up, we have improved core utilization of some client particle and sound effect processing, reducing overall CPU usage when players are shooting. That was another one. We didn't really see any effect. It might just be for lower end or in particular situations within a game, so you never know. Next up, diffusing C4 will now lower the view model, prevent scoping, and delay firing the weapon by 150 milliseconds after exiting the diffuse. Huge change, okay? This might be one of the biggest changes Valve has made to gameplay this entire year. So basically what this means is you cannot tap the diffuse any longer. You have to wait 150 milliseconds, and you cannot scope with any weapon, whether that be scout, op, or either of the scoped weapons. So that one's a very big change. On Twitter, most people were not a fan of it. I was assuming they wouldn't push that to the main game just because of the outcry. Minion says, yeah, I'm excited and scared to see this in games. Haha, real scenarios rather. Yeah, I agree. It's going to be weird. I don't know how much of an effect 150 milliseconds will actually make, but it's enough that like you'll probably feel it, right? You can't just tap it and then hop off the diffuse and get a kill. Like, you have to be very locked in on what you're doing, right? All right. So we know that's a big change. We'll see how it plays out. Maybe they'll revert it or keep it. Who knows? Next up, C4 will no longer detonate in the middle of halftime, intermission, or after the end of a match. It's kind of a weird change, but probably to help with PC performance for lower end PCs. Fixed a case where one tick was incorrectly subtracted from SV predictable damage tag ticks. We saw that in Mr. Maxim's video. It's just like kind of a rare case. It fixed it though, hopefully. UI, most of this stuff was whatever. A lot of stuff for, this was kind of cool. Major highlight clips are now viewable in the spectator loadout. So of course you can check people's skins while you're spectating, but now you can check the major highlights, right? You've got the souvenir charms with major highlights. Evil Minion said they changed that because C4 death count towards total. I went from 9 to 10 deaths yesterday at the GG screen. Yes, so deaths do count when you get exploded by the C4 nowadays. Map scripting, this is all jargon, but I'm hoping it's some good stuff. Of course, tune into the stream would know, I originally got my start playing community servers, so the more map scripting we get, the better. That'll lead to fun game modes and cool maps. Very excited for that. All right, I'm going to check in with Mr. Cryptocurrency, see how he's doing. Of course, we have an interview planned for today. You kind of need to use the restroom. So just type yo to him. I'm going to go to the bathroom and grab a bev. Let me throw on some music and some memes. I'll be right back. I'm back. All right. Hello. Back. Ladder is empty. Of course. We are double bevved up. The bevs for today: A&W Zero Sugar Root Beer and A&W Zero Sugar Cream Soda. W. No caffeine, no sugar, no calories. W. All right. Mr. Jackson says, W Bev, A&WW, LOL. All right. Crypto, Mr. Crypto Royalty says, yo. Hope he's okay with me showing this. Should be okay. Need to pull up my notes for the interview. I have prepared a lot of stuff for this interview. W Night Mode. Shout out Jericho for the W music. I really enjoy it. Non-copyright and still pretty good. Cryp said, all G, just call whenever. I'll yoink your VOD if anyone has questions. Sick. I love this song too. All right, of course, anyone hanging out in chat, If you have any questions for Mr. Crypto Royalty about his service medal, experience, getting experience in Counter-Strike, or the Armory Pass, which he's an expert on, please drop the questions in chat. He would love to answer them. All right. We have some pictures, some graphics ready to go. I told Cryp, okay, T-minus 2 minutes. I just need to pull up my notes for the interview. Lots of juicy questions that will hopefully help you on your Counter-Strike grind. All right. Let's see. I want him in my lobby so I can clout farm him. All right. Rearranging my monitor here. Sorry. Oh, client needs to update. That's probably why you can't join either. Duh. Gotta update real quick. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Of course, this will be clip farmed and posted all over the place, so make sure to check out the clips. How did we feel about the TikTok I dropped today? I know I previewed it on stream previously. I really enjoyed making it. Seems to be doing well on both TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I lost my chat. What the? Where'd my chat go? Just reload the page, see if that works. There we are. Pop out chat, please. W. All right. We'll get Cryp into the lobby. And I'm ready to give him a call. Are you guys ready for the interview of Crypto Royalty, the #1 service medal holder on the planet? Of course, he has got a pink coin right now. All right. Need Discord. Thanks for being patient. Minutes, and I told him to. Okay. Give him a call. Hello?
Yo, what's up?
How are you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Sick. All right. We got chatters here ready. My homie Eddie's in chat saying he's ready. We got a list of questions. Of course, you are the #1 service medal holder in the world. Crazy work. Now, of course, we heard recent news that a bunch of people got banned, right? So you're definitely the #1 service medal. Yeah, so crazy work. We know that you are legit. I've been there. I've witnessed it. You're a homie. So I've got some questions for you. Let's start out with the juicy stuff. First off, when do you expect to get the red service medal? Of course, you're one away.
So it's mainly just down to the weekly resets. I mean, the goal was always to get it on the last week, just because that's the easiest by far. Although I'm looking to overgrind a little and hopefully get it by mid-December.
Nice. Very cool. All right. So when did you decide to grind for the service medal this year?
I mean, honestly, I was never going to do it. I always thought it was a waste of time, and it is. I don't recommend anybody tries it, but with that being said, it was when I saw the release of the medal itself and the design, the karambits were just too cool to not go for something.
I totally agree. I think this service medal is a huge W. You can see the karambits circling it. Actually, probably one of the best service medals ever. there any other service medals that you really like?
Let me check. I do have some hot takes. I liked the 2020. A lot of people
2020?
did not like the 2020. I think my second favorite that I would have liked to have gotten red would have been the 2020.
Got a graphic here. 2020. Ooh, I do like the 2020. Yep. Yeah, no, I definitely think 2025 is the best one. The last two have been pretty interesting, though, 2024 and 2025. Otherwise, they're all pretty similar. All right, another juicy question for you. How much time do you spend each day grinding the Armory Pass?
That's a great question. It can vary quite a bit, but on average through the year in the beginning I was projected to have to play at least 5 to 6 hours a day every day.
Okay, that's actually lower than I expected, bro. That is still a crazy amount of time, but that seems doable for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is like once you start missing a day, like if you have a birthday or you go on vacation, and you also can't miss a week. If you don't get the lightning, like the weekly overload, if you miss that once, it adds like up to 30 minutes a day for the entire year. So if you miss that once, like you're adding like hundreds of hours onto the required grind.
Wow. That's crazy,
so
bro.
There's absolutely zero way that you can like not hold a streak. Like I maybe could come back from one missed week, but if I went on like 2 vacations or if I had to miss 2 weeks, I wouldn't be able to do it. It'd be like pushing over 7 hours a day, and it'd be not including those days, and I'd have to make it up. So it's just not possible.
Wow. That is a crazy nugget of information. So definitely anybody listening, lock that in, bro. If you want the service medal to be red, you have to be locked into the game. All right. So another follow-up question to that is, do you have an estimate on the total time that you've spent grinding for the service medal?
Well, I leave my game idle a lot since I started grinding for it, just because I just get off my PC and come back into straight grind mode right away. But I would say I played roughly 2,500, maybe 2,000 to 2,500 hours this year so far.
That's not bad. I do see that you have over 13,000 hours. That's almost double what I have, bro. So, yeah. Do you think a large percentage of that is just AFK? I'd say probably 2,000 or 3,000 of my hours are AFK.
I'd say I probably have in-game time around 9,000.
Wow, that's crazy. It makes sense though, bro. You're cracked at the game, so totally makes sense. All right. Another time-related question. How do you have the time to play this much to be able to get the Armory Star? Or the service medal, sorry.
Well, a lot of my work and all of that has been, like my own businesses and my own pace. So I've sacrificed a lot to get it. I would never do it again. If I could like take it all back, I would. But at the end of the day, like I already made those sacrifices. So.
Gotcha. Yep. You're already on the home stretch.
Yeah. If you have a job and if you have like anything that you care about putting time towards, it's not worth it.
I feel you on that, bro. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Took Shark. I appreciate it. All right. Now, of course, it takes a lot of time and you probably get bored sometimes, right? So I know that you have a second monitor. Is there something in particular that you watch or listen while you're grinding all the time?
Honestly, nothing stands out. I just watch like a lot of YouTube. I like true crime shit. Like
nice.
I don't know. People may know like Iwu.
Gotcha. So a lot of YouTube on the second monitor. That's a W.
Actually, most of the time I play my game in like a little window on one monitor with like the video on the side. Like I'm with no audio. I just don't
Damn.
Yeah.
So you're locked in, bro.
It-
All right.
It's too much to be locked in.
Too much to be locked in. Gotcha. All right. So I've heard you talk about some things in the past, but is there any websites or any tools that help you out to track XP medal progress and or the Armory progress?
Yeah. Here, I'll send you one. You can pull it up if you want.
Sure.
That's been my main point of reference. It has some issues, but I've talked to the person who created it quite a bit,
Nice.
and it's pretty helpful.
Got you. So looks like an XP calendar or calculator. So you basically you put in what medal you have now and then what level you're starting at, your current XP, and then does it basically just tell you how long it's going to take or how much you have to grind?
Yeah. You can try it now with
Okay.
your current medal if you want. Just put
Gotcha.
in green, level 20.
Green level 20. I don't know my current
And
XP
then
will
if you want to
just
try to get blue.
Sure, yeah. Do I just hit calculate? Nice. Okay. XP needed 94,000. Basically, it's telling me I need to play 38 minutes a day. Interesting.
Yeah, that if you do your missions, then you get on average 600 DM score.
Okay. How many kills is that? Do you know?
That's it varies because like bonus
Varies.
weapons and
Gotcha.
knife kills and all that.
Gotcha. All right.
It's not hard though. 600 is very, very easy.
Okay. Very interesting. So
I can
really,
average like around 900 pretty consistently, even when I have no audio and I'm playing in a little window.
Gotcha. So really, it's not that much of a grind. Is there
for you to
any
get
other?
blue, yeah.
Yeah, definitely for blue. Yes, correct.
Like
is there any other?
change that to pink right now and just see what it tells
Change
you.
it to
Like
pink?
if you want
Yeah.
to go 2 tiers.
Yeah, let's see. Good idea. Daily playtime 24 hours.
Yeah, it's not possible.
Yeah, so we're not getting the pink unless any updates come out that changes how XP works. What about a red? Oh, 24 hours a day. Does it just cap out at 24 probably?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about a purple? 15 hours a day, yeah. That's crazy. So is that your main tool? Is there anything else that you use?
That's all I use. I just go off of that and like just use that as like a rough idea of where I'm trending towards. Like I have a channel where I just post every week after I get the weekly reset XP when it gives you that boost.
Mm-hmm.
After I complete the boost and get lightning, I just post in a channel like that week's recap of how long it thinks it's going to take. And if I see the time going down, I know I'm playing the right amount.
Nice. That is a really useful tool. I'll definitely bookmark that. I'm going to throw it in the Twitch and YouTube chat too as well, if anybody wants it, because it's a weird link name. Give that a bookmark if you would like to use that in chat. All right. Next up, I know the answer to this, but not everyone does. What is the best game mode for XP?
It's actually not as straightforward as you think
Ooh,
because
okay.
it is deathmatch. But can you realistically play 6 hours of deathmatch every day and still have the want to do that 200 days later?
That is a great question. Yeah. Yes.
I do not have that power. So comp is pretty close if you're consistent and have a good stack. If you're winning, I don't really know. Like I can't give an exact number on it, but I would say maybe around 65%. It could be pretty close to deathmatch. If you're at 50-50 or if you're not winning more than you're losing, you're going to be much slower than deathmatch. But if you can be consistent in comp, it's a lot more entertaining, a lot more fun, and you can get close enough to where it'll make a difference.
Wow.
A majority of my grind has been in comp. I've played over 2,000 comp games this year.
Yep. I've been there for a few matches. You're a great comp player, by the way. You still amaze me most games, bro. I just see some clips. I'm like, that's definitely from all the time you spent in deathmatch, bro. It's crazy. All right. I have a question about XP here. Can you break down XP overload as well as the bonus XP and how it affects your progress every week?
Right. So XP overload is just like the lightning symbol you get after you hit the cap for that week. It's after 11,166 XP.
Yep.
I don't have all of the math. I just know, like, once you hit that 11,166, the rate at which you get XP, like, absolutely tanks. It's 20% of base, but you don't hit base until after you go through your boost. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but in the beginning, whenever it resets, you get boost XP, where you get your XP and then like a weekly boost. And then eventually you exhaust all of your weekly boosts and it just goes to base. And then after you exhaust all that and you hit the lightning symbol, that's when it goes to reduced. And that's the hardest part. You get 68 XP per comp win in reduced XP. And for some frame of reference, let me just put in my numbers really quick. So I need 450 reduced XP per week right now. So once I hit lightning, if you, like, you know, whenever you hit that lightning symbol and it starts giving you reduced, I just have to get 450 XP on top of that. So I only need to play 8 games over that, which isn't that bad. But when I initially started out, before I had the Genesis terminals to boost me recently, and before I overgrinded like crazy, I can pull up the exact number here for you. I was looking at each week roughly 3,200 reduced XP needed. And this was also before they added missions. They added missions like halfway through my grind. So
Yep.
yeah, I needed to play 3,200 divided by 68. I needed to win 47 comp games each week on top of hitting lightning.
Wow.
And that
So
was
does
win.
it
So, yeah.
does it even feel worth it to play when you're on a reduced XP?
Does it feel worth it? No.
Yeah.
You can spend the entire day and have your XP bar go up by like 20%.
Wow.
But you have to do it. Like I need reduced XP or else I won't get it. Like even if I every single week run to lightning, I need the reduced XP.
Yep. I feel you on that, bro. It's crazy how little XP you get after you get the reduced XP. So, more XP questions. Is there any other methods of XP? Of course, people know play the game, and they've added missions now. Is there anything else that gets you XP in the game?
Initially, missions were broken, or if you did each tier individually, it would double reward you. Like if you did the first tier, you would get like 300, for example. And the second tier was supposed to give you another 300, but it would give you 600 if you did that tier. So like you could technically just go into a game, do the first requirement, and then just lose the game, and then do the second requirement, and so on. But they fixed that about a month ago. It was only like 3 weeks into the mission, so you could do that. So that gave me a little bit of a boost. And then on top of that, the Genesis terminals, that was a massive help. It took me about, I want to say $200 total to get all of the tiers from it.
Yep. Here, I'm actually gonna unseal one right now just to be able to show the XP because you can see it in the bottom right, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you unseal a terminal, down here you can see collection catalog XP. So when this pops up, if you click on it, you can see what items you haven't ever actually seen in the Genesis terminal. So as you can see, I've gotten 3 purples, all of the blues. So every time you see one, you get bonus XP. I just claimed it. That's what it looks like when you claim the XP. So let me finish out this terminal. Actually, I can do that later. But that's how you can get XP from the Genesis terminal. I didn't know about that until you told me about that, and I thought that was a crazy method. So you've been grinding Genesis terminals, right?
Yeah, I opened, I'd say like just under 100 of them to get the final red that I needed. And that was including like claiming almost none of them. I just went through them. Even if I got like a stat track purple, I would just continue.
Wow. That's crazy. Have you used any bonus rank XP yet? From operations?
I used 42 ahead. It would not
42.
be possible without.
Wow. That's a lot. Is that over multiple operations?
Yes, you got 20 per operation.
Gotcha. Do you remember which operations you had them from?
Shattered Web, Broken Fang, and I believe 2 from Riptide.
Gotcha.
Or
Yep.
from before that, I don't know.
Yep. I still have a couple, but I don't think it's anything that would contribute. Oh. I don't even know how to find them in my inventory. Probably just scroll to the bottom. Yeah, I have a few. So you also mentioned that they all switched the logo to Riptide, right? There's a glitch right now or something?
So the Shattered Web ones, whenever, how did it go? It went Shattered Web, Broken Fang, Riptide.
Yep.
Whenever Broken Fang came out, they all changed from purple. They were like a purple circuit board into like a leopard print for Broken Fang, and then into what they are now.
Oh.
For Riptide. So if there is a new operation with new bonus rank XP, those will likely change the new operation logo.
Interesting. Yeah, I never even realized that, so I don't know what operation these ones are from. I assume they're still from Riptide, though. I probably burned through the other ones. But yeah.
Yeah, they're after your Riptide coin in your inventory. So you can see that way.
Yep. Good thinking. Good thoughts. Yep. So I guess I have one.
You have one.
Yeah.
One from Broken Fang, yeah.
I have one Broken Fang XP. Crazy. All right. This one's kind of an interesting question. Do you have an estimate on how much you've spent trying to obtain XP via Genesis terminals or any other method?
I mean, the Genesis terminals just around the like $200 ish.
200. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah. Did you buy the Genesis terminals when they were still kind of expensive, or did you wait for them to drop in price?
I bought like 10 to 20 of them around like the $5 to $10 range, and then I bought the remainder at like $1.50. That's when I got the final reds.
Yeah, that's not bad. Nice. And do you know how much XP that really was?
That you get from the Genesis terminals?
Yeah. Did it make a huge impact?
Yeah, you get 1 tier per like rarity, so it's 4 tiers total. And it took my time. I mean, I can just reduce 4 levels off. So we went from the Genesis terminals by themselves with no other influence from me. Took my daily playtime required from 3 hours and 7 minutes to 1 hour 43 minutes.
Wow, that's actually a big impact. Yeah.
Yeah, it took 1 hour and 20 minutes off every single day for the remainder of the year.
Wow. So that is a huge tip for anyone trying to chase service medals is go for the Genesis terminal, get the XP. And hopefully we'll get some more Genesis terminals in the future and get some more XP. All right, I had some questions about Deathmatch. So you have spent probably more time in Valve Deathmatch than most people on the planet. You're probably #1 at this point, let's be honest, right?
So I'm competing with a few people. There's a lot of people I see in there on the regular.
Really? I feel like your main competition is case farming bots, right? I don't think anyone else is reaching. Yeah.
I do think I have somebody on my friends list that has played more deathmatch than me.
Really?
I don't think he's played more CS, but he's almost purple.
Okay.
And I don't think he's had boosts, so he's pretty much he's up there. I don't think he's played more CS than me. I've played a lot of comp and stuff, but as far as deathmatch goes, he tells me he only plays deathmatch. So anytime I join in there, he's almost always in there.
That's crazy. All right. Do you think it's better to have a full lobby in deathmatch, full of real life players, or have some Valve bots in the lobby?
Being fully transparent, my ideal lobby is full Valve bots with one person because you don't get XP if it's just you and bots.
Interesting.
So ideally it's just all Valve bots and I can just turn my brain off and go around and shoot because I play with no audio when I am grinding deathmatch. So I don't have that and the bots don't react to audio. So It helps
Wow.
my style a little bit.
Okay, that's really interesting to me. So I've played a little bit of Valve Deathmatch to get some Armory stars, but when I'm in a full player lobby, I feel like there's more people to shoot at, right? They come at you quicker. But in a Valve bot lobby, right, it feels like it takes a little bit of time to run around and find the bots because they don't have normal pathing. Do you feel that at all?
On everything but Italy Office that I play, yes. On Italy Office, I pretty much know every spawn. And I know like how to pad the map to where I can just farm.
Okay. So that brings me to a question. Which map pool do you normally hop into in Deathmatch? Is there any best maps in particular?
Yeah, just hostage. If you're looking to play against real people, you know, the Dust 2 Mirage always is packed, and you can realistically, if you're fully locked in, you'll get a bit more playing Dust 2 Mirage in those maps. But if you just want to chill and you don't feel like sweating, then definitely Office Italy with some bots.
Got you. So you do feel like you can get a little bit more XP with a packed lobby. Full of real people.
If I'm focused, yeah. If I'm full screen and have audio on, for sure, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Do you find that there's a best weapon, and do you use the bonus point weapons?
I pretty much only use AK, and I do use the bonus point weapons.
Okay. And does that give you XP? I've never looked into that.
Yeah, the XP is based off of your end score, and then multiplied.
Got you.
So the bonus points gives you an extra. It's usually like 50% reward over the AK. So it's like if you can get one kill with an M4 or a Bison or whatever, it's the equivalent of 1.5 kills with an AK. So you can kind of gauge whether the weapon that pops up for the bonus is worth that to you. But like, for example, if it's an M4, like it's definitely worth just grinding that out for 30 seconds to get a lot more.
Wow. I never knew that before. That's very interesting. I never really looked into bonus weapons that much. Usually when I hop into a deathmatch, I just pick up a Deagle or an Op, M4, right? So, interesting. So, when you're playing these death matches, are you usually one of the top 3 players in each of the death matches, right? So are you on the end screen?
Yeah, I'm pretty much always number 1.
Nice. Sick. So definitely grinding hard. This one's kind of an out there question, but I wanted to ask it. Do you feel like Valve DM has helped or hurt your mechanics in comparison to community deathmatch?
In comparison to community deathmatch, I don't think it is that much of a difference. I'm not the type of guy to run like aim labs or anything like that. It's never been part of my routine or what has helped me personally. But I mean, I can see where community deathmatch would be favored. I haven't played it this year because I don't get XP from it. So
yep.
I can't speak much on how much that would help me in comparison, but I will say it's more just about the amount. And I do think that the amount of deathmatch I've played has definitely hurt me more than it's helped me.
Really?
Surprisingly. Yeah, it's just the burnout of like everything just becomes like almost autopilot in a sense when you're playing. When you play like non-stop deathmatch and like the amount that I play. You really just don't want to overdo it. And I feel like if for like competitive and you know my mechanics, I feel like I've definitely far overdone it.
Gotcha. All right. As the person who has played the most Valve Deathmatch out of almost anyone I know, what do you think about its current state? So we already talked about Valve versus community servers. So you said you would kind of prefer community if you're trying to warm up, right?
Yeah, it has that forced like variety, like the headshot only time and pistol only and all that. That definitely helps get the the juices going for whenever you're trying to warm up.
Yep.
Better than Valve DM would.
Have you had any encounters with case farming bots before?
Yeah, every day.
Wow. So I've never actually like actively noticed a case bot farmer. So you see them every day though.
Yeah, I see. I mean, I sometimes join full lobbies where they insta kick you, but I've also just like generally seen just join the games and like bot farm like 10 plus bots a day easily.
Wow. That's crazy. So one item that I found myself not using very much until recently was the health shot. Do you use the health shot while you're grinding?
That's something I'm a bit conflicted on myself. I feel like when I do use it, I regret it. But when I don't use it, I had plenty of time to use it. So I'm like kind of in the middle as far as using it. Because the time for it to be like fully used, like I feel like I'm always peaked by the time that goes away.
I feel you on that.
But normally I do, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. So for the longest time, I didn't even have the health shot bound to my keyboard. Because I have one of the nades bound to X. So I just recently rebound it though. So I'll start using it. Is there any changes to Valve Deathmatch you would make? Would you make any of it more similar to community deathmatches? Is there anything that you don't like?
I mean, yeah, I would just copy warm-up server.
Okay.
Just copy the community
Yep.
versions of it. That or add more variety like we had retakes before it. So definitely add first-party retakes and stuff like that back to the game.
Yep. Are you cool with the change that they made where you can have as many people on T as you want? I think that was a great update.
Oh, yeah. That was a great change. There was no reason that wasn't the case.
Yep. Well, that's most of my questions about deathmatching, but real quick, I wanted to pull up my Twitter bookmarks. I bookmarked a bunch of your posts about the Armory Pass. Also, can you give me 1 second to reply to Counter-Strike 2's tweet? I have a grandma tweet to do real quick. Sorry. 2 seconds. You've been following my grandma tweets, right?
I've seen them, yes.
Yeah. So the next, yep, I do have an evolution today. Do it on stream here. Grandma stays in the cage until you release cash. The doctor says the stress is taking a significant toll on her health. All right. I do have a couple of questions in chat for you. Delna asked, what are you guys' favorite and least favorite things about CS? Any thoughts on that?
This is one of my favorite is just the consistency. If I can talk. I mean, for better or worse, the like unwillingness to change anything about the game. Although that also ties directly into my least favorite thing, which is the lack of content and the lack of interesting things we have seen change. Like the fact that this like little bomb update that we just had has like stirred up this much controversy, like really shows how much of Counter-Strike is just meant to be how it is. And how much like people are upset even about the slightest of change.
Yep, it's rooted in tradition.
Yeah, at the same time, I do think that we could see some more content.
Yep. I think definitely my favorite part of Counter-Strike is the community, but it can also be my least favorite at sometimes, right? I love meeting up with just the random characters, right? Just goofy people when you're solo queuing. That's probably my favorite part of Counter-Strike. You meet a lot of interesting people. But you definitely have the opposite side of that where you can run into the most toxic people on the planet too. So that's definitely my favorite and least favorite part of CS. Do you feel the same way about that?
Yeah, no, I would agree with that.
Yep.
It's generally a middle ground just because the both sides kind of go at each other for me.
Yep. All right, I have one more chat question here. It says, do you and Cryp have any pro tips for people wanting to get better at CS? Any thoughts on that, Cryp?
Don't play as much as I do.
Don't play.
I was a lot better before. I don't know. Like I was pretty good when I didn't warm up and when I didn't put in the effort, really. So I'm probably not the best person to ask for this.
Oh.
But I would just generally say, if you're trying to improve, just get some people to play with and play the game. Like, it'll come naturally. That's what it did for me.
Yep. I think that's a perfect piece of advice. Just play the game. Doesn't matter how you do it. Just get the time in. Straight up. Hours under pressure. All right. Now, I do have quite a few questions about the Armory Pass. So I've pulled up some Twitter bookmarks from you here. Of course, you are probably the largest holder of Armory stars in the world that I know about. I haven't seen anybody holding more stars than you. So I wanted to ask, how much have you spent on the Armory itself?
That's a good question. I think, what's the ratio? It's like, it's 40 cents per star. About that. I spent just under $10,000.
Dollars?
Yeah, $10,000.
Holy shit, man. That's crazy. So
I farmed a little bit over 20,000 stars total, and they're 40 cents each.
Wow. I definitely think, other than case farmers, you're probably the largest holder. That's insane, bro. Wow. So I do have a picture from your Twitter pulled up right here where you had 5,065 stars. Is that the most stars you've held at one point, or what's the most that has been in your vault at one time?
It was just under 6,000, I believe, when was it? I don't know. I could get the exact number for you if you want it, but it was around 5,000 to 6,000 when the new community charms came out.
Wow. That is a ton of stars, dude. I think
I
the
typically
most
complete a full set every 2 to 3 days.
Wow, that's pretty quick, bro. I think the fastest I've completed 4 passes is like 4 days, bro. But you're playing way more than me. So I just can't wrap my head around that, bro. I think the most stars that I've ever had at one point was like 300, and I was itching to spend them, bro, right? The gambling itch was coming out, bro. Wow.
You know, I've definitely had my big redeems. Like I opened the character craft when they were starting to get removed. I opened like 500 of the gallery collection when that was going to be removed, or not the gallery collection, the graphic design collection.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I've definitely had my fair share. In the beginning, when it first came out, I was just dumping everything into Overpass until I opened 1,000 Overpass items, and I put them all in a storage unit. So that was 4,000 stars that I spent in the beginning.
Wow.
I've spent over 15,000. So I definitely do still get that itch. It's just on a larger scale once I do build it up.
Wow. Bro, that's crazy. So why do you stack the Armory stars? Like, why not spend them right when you get them?
Well, right now I'm waiting for a new case. Like, it's all speculation, but my speculation is that the next case I guess added to the Armory is going to have new gloves. And I think it's going to be insane if that is true. Like, new glove finishes or potentially new designs altogether. And if that is the case, then I think it's going to well outperform the Fever when the Fever first dropped. And that was sitting at, on day one, around $4 to $5, if I remember correctly. And that's per 80 cents. So that's a $5 return on 80 cent investment. So, I mean, you're making after fees and cash conversion like over $2 to $3 each. And that's over, how many can I redeem? I mean, they're 2 stars a piece. Looking at 6,000 stars, that's 3,000. So that's 6,000 to 9,000 profit just from sitting on 5K stars.
So you can get paid to play a video game nowadays. Crazy work.
Even with the fever right now, yeah, I think you can make like a couple dollars an hour just playing the game.
Yep.
If you just redeem the fever and sell it.
Yep, we have covered that on stream. Last week it was about $3.40. It's €3 and 40 cents. I don't know how to say cents in euros, but 3.4 euros per hour playing Counter-Strike 2. It dropped a little bit, right? There was a drop in the fever case price. But I think that's crazy that you can get paid to play a video game.
Yeah, and you just take 5 times the price, and it comes out to you're getting paid around $15 an hour to play the game if you hold the stars. And the new case comes out, and it's the same price the fever was. You're getting paid $15 an hour if you redeem it.
Wow, crazy, man. So you already kind of covered it. You prefer to get the cases, but is there anything else that you usually redeem?
I mean, the gambling aspect is fun, you know, like trying to get a self-unboxed red. Like I've unboxed a lot of Operation and like collection skins. I've unboxed a Be the Monster, a Prince, a Fade, Op Fade, and M4 Fade, and
wow,
so many others. So I mean, and the Log Dog as well from this collection. So it's fun, but that's all that it's really meant to be. It's just fun. I don't think it's something that you should be buying with your stars if you're looking to potentially profit out of them.
Yep. So I do have some photos from your Twitter here of some of your charms that you've pulled. Do you have a favorite charm that you've pulled here?
Of the ones I pulled, I like the Butane Buddy, but I wish it was red, so I ended up selling it.
Ah, gotcha. I do like that though. It's kind of cool.
I also think the 8-ball charm is pretty unique.
Yep, that one's very cool. Wow, you got like a majority of the reds here, man. That's crazy. I think I've popped probably 50 stars worth and haven't got anything but a purple. Like a third
there was
of
even more after my tweet that said off-stream pulls because I ended up spending a bit more. But out of 1,000 stars, I think I got 8 or 9 reds for the charms.
Wow. But you also got some stickers here, I see. Was this this was before the update? Yep. Not bad, bro. The taste buddies are going crazy right now on the price. So you got 57 of them.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So that from the 1,800 stars I put in, if you look at the top, you can see it netted me 2016 or 2018. I can't read it, but over $2,000, and that investment 1,800 stars is only worth $720. So I turned 720 into over 2,000 from buying the character craft.
Wow. Yeah, these numbers are insane, man. 265 stick pose. Is that the most one that you got? Quantity wise?
That
probably?
one. Yeah, I think that one is the one that I got the most of.
Wow. Yeah, crazy numbers, bro. I wanted to ask this too, since I saw this. This is tracking your storage units. I haven't seen this yet, but I think I've heard people talk about this. So it's a website that can also see inside of your storage units?
It's a program. I don't know if they have a website, but yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So is that something you install to your PC and it can see inside of it and track it?
Yeah, it's all like open source. Like it's safe.
Gotcha. Eddie said Skins Ledger ? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Skin Ledger.
Gotcha. Nice.
It used to be called Case Move. It was originally made for case investors that, like, you know, moving in and out of storage units took so long. It was made just to do that. And then he ended up working a lot more on the project and turning it into something where you can now, like, you can even buy stuff from the Armory from it at like a lot faster speed than if you were to normally. So if a new update does come out with a new case, like instead of sitting there and clicking 10,000 times to buy the new case, I can just in the program just select that I want to buy however many.
That's cool. Case the name K-Smooth does ring a bell. I do remember hearing that name. So this is like the updated version of that, basically.
Yeah, it's maybe the same guy. He moved it over to something called Skin Ledger.
Nice. I'll definitely check that out. All right. What else do we got here? This is kind of a personal question, but I think it's interesting for the viewer. How can you afford the Armory pass as well as XP methods?
Well, generally, I just have enough income to where I can just sink into it, knowing that I'm going to see a return one day. Like if I knew that it was all going to nothing or that like I couldn't get a return, I definitely wouldn't have invested as much as I have. But it's the same concept, it's just like investing into stocks and whatnot. I feel like this return's a lot higher even. So I mean, it's the smartest thing to do in my position with money that I want to invest. Because, you know, I'm going to be playing the game that amount anyway. Might as well farm the thing that can consistently bring in money with it. But, I mean, I would like to add that if somebody does want to start farming stars and does want to build some stars without an investment, you can always do so just by buying even one pass and just working towards the cases and just flipping that for Steam balance and just rinse, repeat. And eventually you'll have 5 passes. Once you have 5 passes, you can pay for all of them once you're halfway done with them and just keep doing that until you have as many stars as you want, really starting from nothing.
Yep. I think that's a great mindset, bro. You just got to keep playing, keep grinding. I think that the Armory pass is a blessing. I know people complain about, oh, Valve only adds cosmetics, but wow. Them adding the Armory pass
Especially
was probably,
with the bot bans.
Exactly, yep. Basically wiped out a huge, probably most of the supply of discontinued items. So,
if anything, increased the demand as well, because people now know that they're not being inflated, so now people are more interested in the rare stuff.
That's a great thought. Yep. Wow. All right, so I have some unrelated but interesting questions. So, of course, a lot of people know that Valve DM is notorious for low FPS. So I wanted to ask, what is your average FPS in a Valve DM server?
It varies quite dramatically. There's times where the servers will give me like under 200, and there's times where I'm chilling in a bot lobby and I have over 500. It really just depends on the time, and usually restarting your game fixes it, but those servers are very notorious for being inconsistent and terrible in frames.
Do you find it better or worse if it's bots versus players?
Not necessarily. I think it's more about the amount. So if it's a full lobby versus enough to be a bot lobby, the full lobby is going to have lower frames, but
Got you.
I know I've matters as much as the amount of people.
Got you. I know I've heard people complain that rendering in the bots tanks FPS, so I was wondering about that. So it's definitely a full lobby though.
I can't say I've experienced any difference between bots and players. But I also do know that in the latest update, like they said about multiple people shooting being lighter on CPUs, so maybe that'll help pretty good with Valve DM.
Yeah, that would be sick. So you were saying you get 500 FPS. That's pretty fire. So would you mind dropping some PC specs for anyone interested?
Pretty much best in slot everything. 5090, 9800 X3D. Fastest RAM I could buy. Just everything. 360
Nice.
hertz monitor.
What res are you running?
1280 960 in game, but I got a 2K monitor.
Gotcha. So definitely get some more FPS out of it's 4x3, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm a
but I mean,
16.
at the point of a 5090, like changing between 2K and 1280 960, it changes nothing. I have the same frame rate either way.
Yep. It lies on the CPU mostly.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, is there anything else about the Armory or XP that you can think of? Any tips? Anything the average person wouldn't think of?
Well, it's a pretty niche community as far as service metal grinding goes. I know Armory is starting to pick up some traction, but as far as service metal goes, for anybody that is interested, I would say without Operation Boost, I wouldn't push any further than a purple. I'm essentially grinding for a pink with Operation Boost, and I would never recommend that somebody goes for the final tier that has required me to spend all the time. But for those who are interested in a purple base without Operation Boost, you can get that by starting the year level 40 and then not missing the lightning. So I actually don't think you need any reduced XP. If you start the year level 40, you redeem the new 2026 coin or whatever year on day one. If you just play the game for your weekly amount every single week and keep the streak for the full year, you'll end up with a purple. So that's something that I don't think a lot of people know. A lot of people think like blue is the max you can get with just a streak.
Wow. Well, I think that was a crazy interview, bro. There was so many good nuggets of information. I learned a lot. I'm sure many other people will learn from this as well. All I can say is thank you, man. That was sick, bro. I'm really glad that I got a deep dive into your brain about all this, bro. I think you're one of the most knowledgeable people on the planet. So I know we play together quite a bit, but we don't really get a yap about this stuff. So I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's been my life pretty much every day for this entire year. So it's nice to, potentially help some other people out who are considering it or are interested in any aspect of it.
Hell yeah. Delna says W interview. Yeah, I love that, man. That was sick. So I don't know, man. What's your plans for the rest of today?
Go play some comp, get some XP. It's a reset day.
I'm down, bro. I know Evil Minion said he's down to play today too. So it looks like he's in a match, but once he's done, we can hop in with him too. He's already got a full lobby though. We got some W Cryps in the chat. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you for stopping by. I think that was a W segment. Super fun stream today. Well, you want to hop into some comp here, bro?
Done.
Hell yeah. Any map preference? I'll probably take out Mirage because I can't rank up. Unless you want to rank up.
I have no preference.
All right. We'll just throw it into the comp map pool, though. We'll get it rolling. I probably have 1 or 2 games in me. And I should probably go get some steps in. Dell, I'm leaking the Snapchat. Dell said, do you think you'll ever stream other games or just CS? I don't know. I definitely have had the thought of pulling up other games on the second monitor. There's a streamer called Truck Lover. He was playing Wizard 101 on a second monitor and he'd pull it up in downtime during game. So I kind of want to do that, maybe with some skate or something. I think that'd be sick. Cryp, do you want me to hop just into game chat? I'm going to be yapping to chat a bunch.
You're good. Oh, okay.
Okay. Delna said, Owen, how do you feel about the rank cap being removed? I think that is a really sick update. So did you hear about that, Cryp?
Rank cap.
So you can queue, you can 5-stack with any rank now. Like a 5K and a 30K can get in the same lobby now.
Is that new or?
Yeah, brand new.
I thought that was like a couple weeks ago.
It might have been a couple weeks ago, but still new enough that you're starting to see the effects of it.
I have not played that much Premier since, but I did encounter the first issue with it as I thought it applied to even if people were unranked, but it did not. I was trying to play with my friend who was unranked in Premier and we couldn't queue even in a 5-stack.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. A good nugget of information. But I did see on Twitter, there was somebody who was like 30K and he queued up with a 10K the other team was still all like 27Ks. So I think it takes the highest rank into account and it shoves you into high tier lobbies.
Makes sense.
Yep.
The queues are really broken as is.
Yep. I'm going to turn on my push to talk on Discord so I don't annoy you. They're working? Should be. Rebecca said on stream, old school RuneScape. I agree. That would be a W game. So I have a capture card. It's a HD PVR2 gaming edition. And I was trying to get it set up so that I can play games on either like an Xbox, a PlayStation, or my laptop, and then be able to pull the window up and like pull it up like this. So that like mid-game I can be dual gaming. Borderlands guy? Jackson, you know I'm a Borderlands guy, bro. We've played Borderlands a bunch. When I was a little kid, that's one of the main reasons I wanted to get an Xbox was Borderlands. It's me. But when I got an Xbox, here's a funny story. My mom got a copy of Borderlands and hid it from me for like a year. Because she was like, I know you wanted this, but you're not old enough to play that yet. Ah.
Door, he's on door. You went out the door.
She said, dude, I forgot. Oh. Oh yeah, I love Borderlands. Was it Borderlands 1 or Borderlands 2 that we played through?
Interesting. I did not see the changes about like who you're spectating with the color on the top in the news. Maybe I just overlooked it.
I saw some spectator changes, but I haven't looked yet. I haven't had a chance yet.
Like at the top, whenever you're spectating somebody, like their color is like super highlighted.
Like their profile picture, or what do you mean?
Like when you die, you'll see it. Like whenever you spectate somebody, like if you're spectating green, it has like a giant green banner now.
All right, I'll check it out next time. One suicide right side. Top mid. He's palm tree. Probably coming up cat. Still palm tree. Still palm tree. One is lower tons. Careful cat. Worst one fell. Xbox one. And top mid dead. Xbox dead. Bomb Xbox. One lower tons.
More top mid.
Lower tons still. He's Xbox now. Nice job, guys. Delma said, you gonna try Borderlands 4. I am down. If y'all want to play Borderlands 4, I am actually hella down. I probably wouldn't solo queue it though.
Gear up. We aren't going on a windy walk here. Flashbang. Incendiary out. Grenade. Grenade out. Incendiary out.
I dinked one lower tons. One's Xbox. Play high low. Oh, he's gonna peek. Okay.
Two lower.
Throwing smoke.
Careful.
Probably be to disable OB.
Throwing fire.
That kills my FPS. Cat dead. Probably be
2 tons B.
Two side, one car. Two side, one car.
big box.
Throwing flashbang. Terrorists win. Let's make this Vegas rain. Throwing a grenade.
Ah, one more long. Bombs long.
One should be lid long.
Bro said, how could you miss so hard? I don't know, bro. It happens. Hello, W combo, bro. I'm getting slings when my CS float when it comes to W, bro. I love the slingshots. Nice job, guys. The slingshots that I have are only well worn, but I made sure to get ones that have really clean knuckles. So like you can't really tell unless you're really looking close. Right, you only got that little tiny wear spot on the right knuckle. The left is super clean. So they look like field tested, at least. So yeah, if you're going for slingshots, just look, inspect them, make sure they're clean. There's like 3 mid guys. Ow.
Grenade out. Incendiary. Smoke.
I don't know how I missed that one. There's 2 mid. They might come mid. Ah, I shouldn't have opted, bro. Could have kept the M4. What the hell, bro? Nice job. I guess I tagged 3 of them, though. Yo, I tagged 3 of them with the op. I think I'm chopped.
I
I
made
think I'm
that very
chopped and
easy.
cooked.
Let's give it to them, boys. Deploying flashbang. Throwing fire.
Lower tons, like 2 or 3.
Incendiary. Throwing grenade. Laying down smoke.
The doors. Oh, I got dookied on. They're getting cold, man. And thanks for the W-Owen, by the way. I really appreciate it.
You missed right here?
I'm mid. They're going mid to be.
Ah, I see. Look at Corrupt. You see Corrupt at the top? Purple. That's new. All that purple color. Whoever you're spectating lights up their color. That's really cool. That's what Cryp was talking about. Came out in the new update. See how it's changing colors up top? I like that. That's tough. Reset our eco. Kind of whiffed bad. Got deagled, right? No, Tech 9? I can't remember. Something pistol.
They're gonna wish they were never born.
Delna said, you're using hand warmers. Yes, I am. I use one at a time and I keep the other one charging. Because I found they can last maybe like 3-4 hours. But if you're gaming a long time, they will die on you. I just use one at a time, even though it comes with 2.
One more look. Ball like two.
Flashbang.
Moving indoor.
Throwing fire.
1v1. He's out towards corner. Nice.
Nice.
Yep. Oh, one thing that I forgot to show about these. You can see right here. I use a magnetic charger. I use it for my mouse too, so that you don't have to plug stuff in. It just kind of connects. Because that's one of my problems is I'd always forget to plug stuff in. But if you use a magnetic charger, it helps you to remember. And it's like 100 times easier, even though that's kind of dumb to complain about, right? Oh, it's too hard to plug stuff in. But a magnetic one makes it like impossible to not plug it in. But then you don't have to finick with it, which is really nice when you're gaming. But also, the G Pro Superlight is kind of annoying to plug in because it's got that weird charger. So using a magnetic one really helps out. Look into that if you need a gaming tip. W magnetic chargers.
Laying down smoke. Laying down smoke. Counter-terrorist win.
I didn't think he was going to be there. I was just shooting. More about the hand warmers though. I am going to look into that. There's a hand warmer that you can set on your desk. It looks like a little desk fan, but it's a hand warmer. When it gets really cold here this winter, I'll probably pick one of those up. Especially because I'm right next to a window, so I'm sure it'll get super cold.
Grenade out.
You can see that in one of my most recent TikToks I put out.
Grenade out. Grenade out.
Man, I got a tickle in my throat.
Taxi.
Throwing flashbang.
Uh-oh. Turn me into Beetlejuice. One more cat.
No. Like the cat. I suck.
Counter-terrorists win. Now we're getting stuck right into them.
My cold from last week's like 95% gone, but I still feel it every once in a while right there.
Gear up. We're going in.
Nice wall hack. Who's wall hacking? This frog guy?
Throwing flashbang. Throwing a grenade. Grenade out. Throwing fire.
One cat, one mid.
Grenade.
I think there's a couple running up cat.
Flashbang.
Cat.
Incendiary out.
Oh no. Another cat. 2 cat at least.
Throwing a grenade.
They I missed your message, Jackson, but yes, co-op, battle, or Borderlands would be sick, bro.
Terrorists win. Move it, son.
Hella broke.
Flashbang. Incendiary.
One's still outside long.
3 up, cat.
Throwing
Have it in me.
flashbang. Throwing fire. Deploying flashbang. Throwing flashbang.
Cat. Cat last.
Grenade out. Grenade out.
Counter-terrorists win.
Shoot the piss out of
Can you drop me? Okay.
Thanks, brother.
Go, go, go.
Side and left side.
Flashbang. Grenade. Flashbang. Smoke. Deploying flashbang. Grenade. Grenade out.
I was hoping they would be pushed up ramp already, but he was just staring at me.
Throwing fire.
With the move.
Terrorists win.
That's my true red-blooded North American right there.
This is easy. We kill them and then we go home.
They were saying this guy has walls. I don't believe them.
Flashbang long.
Ooh.
You get
Suspicious
a
aim.
PG-50 yellow?
Together
They
we
said
can
walls, though. They didn't say anything about aim.
flashbang. Throw the back.
Well, he has a smoke. What the? This guy's insane.
Grenade.
Counter-terrorists win.
We must win.
I'm gonna go eat some nades here.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
One long.
Push lower,
heard
fast lower, and pumps.
I'm just an assist merchant this game.
Just bug mid.
Move it, move it. Whoa! I throw the flashback. Throw the flashback.
Cat. I'm pushing cat.
One lower.
Sorry. Where's still cat?
Damn. Number 4, chatter slacking.
Flashing CD.
Rebecca's been AFK. Nice job.
You have flash me long.
Now is the time.
I'm flashing doors. Careful.
Rebecca said you're still packing. Yep. Takes a lot of work. Sight. Oh. Your flight leaves in 2 days. Crazy. Wall hack 100%. Maybe. Kind of playing out of his mind right now. 21-7. Oops. North American. Wasn't expecting that car. It's getting late for me. Punk's getting tired. How's the game volume? Is it too loud? I forgot to turn it down from earlier. This guy's pretty cracked too. He's locked in. Oh. Let's see, is green cheating? He would know where the last player is. Holding that angle really tight. Weird crosshair placement. Nothing too crazy. No knife, no gloves. That's a suspect sign.
Good job, Green.
This is what we have been working for. Fog. Flashbang. Throwing fog. Grenade out.
One mid, careful lower.
Nice.
You'll cry like babies before you die.
Said, wait, that must be why I get reported for cheating. No knife, no glove, instant report.
We must move. Throw in a flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang. Smoke.
I get molly crap.
Cat. Close cat. One more cat.
I'm throwing a grenade.
Cat and mid.
I'm planting the bomb.
He pushed mid door.
Bot cat.
Nice try. Said, sorry, I'm just poor. How can you afford cheats? You spent all your glove knife money on cheats. Wait, green has $13,000. Hell yeah. Blue truck hopping. Push the molly. Nice. Lower tons and middle and cat.
I killed one cat.
Yeah, he was like A-site cat. He just molly cat.
Ah, okay.
Huff.
Dog pop.
Let's go. Thank you, brother.
Oh.
Throw in a flashbang. Smoke. Throw in smoke.
Say hopping. Top of default.
Careful, city. City and cat.
Grenade out.
Nice.
Nice AK, by the way.
This is a bloody victimless crime, is it?
Yo, I think that's it for me. I'm kind of getting sleepy, bro. GG's though.
You're good, man. GG's.
I'm hella down to play tomorrow though. Any rank ups?
No.
Damn. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, bro.
See you, man.
All right. Oh, there was a global on our team. They were calling him a cheater the whole game. Oh. I do have some gambling points before I go. Let's pop a butane. I like that color. But L charm, honestly. Let's see. Another blue. I love throwing money in the trash. Holy. Whatever. Big L's. All right. W stream today. We had an interview with the #1 service medal holder on the planet. He gave us some insights. It was super dope. Played some games. Had some fun. But, of course, we must retire for tonight. I'm getting sleepy. It is unk time. Unk sleepy time. So, if you want to go back and watch the interview, you can go back on YouTube. The live stream will be available. You can throw it into 2x speed if you want to. Get that TikTok brain rot going. But I'll spend some time clipping some stuff up. I'm hoping I can stream tomorrow, but I do have a haircut and some other stuff I have to do. So we'll see if I make it here tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll try to stream when I can. I think that's everything. Have a good rest of your night. I hope the stream was fun. Stopping by. See you later.